Hi everyone, it's Little Blue and you're listening to my podcast, aka Little Blue, on a Wednesday evening where I'm feeling pretty motivated considering the times and the craziness that we're all living in right now. And I think it's mostly to do with the fact that I've kind of done the day as it should have been done, and I'm not sat here this evening thinking, oh, I still got to do that. Oh, I should have done that. I should have done that. I actually just did it. When I thought of it, I just did it. And it was quite a nice day because there were no plans, but I got a lot done. And it's amazing how great it makes you feel. So the day started as normal. We woke up. I made Baby Blue breakfast. She wanted to watch The Incredibles because today's letter is I in our alphabet days. I for Incredibles. Popped that on. While she was watching that and eating her breakfast, I nipped into the bedroom, did a 15-minute workout, had a quick wash down shower, very quick, came back in, made myself breakfast, had a cup of coffee, watched the rest of The Incredibles with her. And then after that finished, I went to go and brush my teeth, which is something I keep forgetting to do. And lots of people are saying they keep forgetting. It gets to about lunchtime, I'm like, I haven't brushed my teeth yet. I really need to brush my teeth because I'm out of sync. So yeah, I managed to brush my teeth in the morning, which is an important thing. And as I was brushing them, I thought, oh, the sink could do with cleaning. Clean the sink. And then I thought, oh, maybe I should just disinfect around it because it looks a bit dusty. Disinfected, cleaned it, then looked at the floor, thought, oh, that could do with a sweep. Swept up the floor, then looked at the bath, oh, gave that a quick wipe down, gave the sides a wipe down, looked at the window, all that could do with a clean too. Cleaned the window. So completely disinfected the whole bathroom. And sort of popped my head around the corner. Baby Blue is fine. She's then wanting to watch Incredibles 2. So it's like, okay, Incredibles 2 goes on for her. I get her some drawing going on. I get her some toys to play with and things like that. So she's quite happy. And I'm like, are you okay if Mummy does cleaning today? She's like, yeah, that'd be a good idea, Mummy. I can help you. Good, good, good. Looked at the coffee table. Started with the coffee table. And then just moved around the room. And I have really blitzed it. So every nook and cranny has been cleaned, wiped down and hoovered. It's just brilliant. It just feels great. So I still haven't done the cupboards. So I've got my bureau to do, the crafting cupboard and the hallway cupboard. Don't even want to look in the hallway cupboard right now because I'm literally just throwing things in there. I did this with the kitchen. For the last few weeks, I've gone through all the kitchen cupboards and stuff and just sorted them out and put make them a lot more organised, which has been great for my when I cook now. I feel quite happy to be in there. So yeah, and tonight I feel really sort of relaxed and it's nice just to sit here in a nice adult looking room. But while I was cleaning as well, there was a knock at the door. It was Danny, our postman, and he had my order from Andy's Boutique UK, and I'd ordered 2 trugs, as she calls them. They're like 2 storage bins, and she personalised them. So it says Home Sweet Home on, but you can have anything pretty much. Normally people put like so-and-so's toys or, I don't know, just toys or something like that. All the ones I'd seen. And I thought I could get one just saying toys. So it was for her, but I want something that is something I can keep using. So I thought I'll just get something like Home Sweet Home put on it, because then when she grows up and she doesn't have toys anymore, I can still use them because they make really good washing baskets as well and things like that. Like put your linen in and things like that. They're really, really great. Have a look over on her page. She's currently not trading because of everything that's going on, but once her books are up and running, honestly, I really recommend them. And if you want to know how big they are, Baby Blue can sit in them. You might have seen on my Instagram stories, like the minute I opened it, she got one out, sat in it, and then played with it for about 15 minutes. Crazy. So another great thing is I've been able to put all her little, those plasticky toys that they love that you hate. I've put all of those sort of toys, the harder toys, in this big basket, and they all fit in there perfectly and there's room to spare. It's amazing. So her toys are in there. I've got my second one which has got all my stuff in. So crafting stuff I'm doing. I've got some crochet going on, which I'm not really doing. So I'm not even going to pretend I can crochet. There's a bit of knitting. I was knitting Baby Blue a blanket. Like notepads and my Kindle's in there. I sound like an old woman. My laptop and stuff like that. Just all my mummy stuff is in there. So of an evening, I just have to lean over, grab it out of my little mummy basket, and yeah, feeling quite organised, and it's a great feeling. So I highly recommend it to anyone. Have a good spring clean, because right now we're all stuck in our houses, so we're looking at it all the time, and it must be playing on your mind a little bit. But I would advise just have one day where you just do it. If you think about it, just do it. So if you think, oh, I could really do with taking the bins out, just take the bins out. It's done. It's done. I'm sure there's people that live their life like this anyway, but I get distracted so easily. So it'll be like I go to make the dinner, then my phone goes off, so I've got to take that call, and then I don't remember I was making the dinner, and about an hour after I'd started making it, I remember. So yeah, I'm just scatty. That's just me. Anyway, I do have one bit of positive news. Because I was cleaning all day, I didn't actually go on social media that much to check out all the good things. But I know there's lots of good things going around, and it's so lovely to see, and especially when we're out walking and seeing all the rainbows being put up, because a lot of the rainbows, they've got little messages on them saying thank you NHS, thank you key workers, and people are now doing chalk on their garden, like the walls outside their houses, which say thank you NHS and stuff like that. So it's just really, really humbling and really lovely. But the one thing I did see was on Diane Buswell's vlog that she posted this evening, and her and Joe Sugg, her boyfriend, they have been ringing up fans, like children fans. So I think they were sort of like 6 to, I think 13 was the oldest one. And these are kids who had tickets to go and see their tour, which should be running now. Obviously, it's had to be postponed till next year. And their parents had just been messaging in saying it was their birthday, they've been in isolation, this, that, the other. And what they've done is they've FaceTimed them today, one by one. They FaceTimed each of them, and they just had a little chat with them, and they were all getting all starstruck. It was so lovely. And then they gave them 2 extra tickets to go with the tickets that they already had, so they could take some friends with them, and all of them were so happy. And there was one little girl who had done a school project on Joe Sugg, and he said, do you want to interview me? And she asked him a few questions. It was really sweet. So that was brilliant. They've also got a competition running on Diane's Instagram page. She put an ad post. It's her and Joe looking in a laptop, because I think it's sponsored by Dell, I want to say. And basically they've got 2 laptops to give away, and what they want you to do is they want you to nominate someone you think deserves it. You don't have to be a key worker, you don't have to be somebody who's on the front line. It could just be a neighbour who is helping everyone in your street, or it could be a kid who's doing really well with everything, trying to manage it, trying to work it. So yeah, they've got 2 of these laptops, really good quality laptops, up for grabs. And all you have to do is nominate somebody you think really deserves it. So that's over on Diane's Instagram page. But I personally thought that was lovely. And I know there's a lot of celebrities sort of reaching out to fans and stuff. A lot of them, when they're doing their live Instagram chats, you can connect with someone. So you have 2 people in the live story, and they're just picking random people to chat with. It's really quite awkward at times, but yeah, it's funny at the same time. So anyway, how are you doing? How are you finding everything? Because for most people, I think this is the 3rd week. For Baby Blue and I, this is the 4th week. It's actually Friday will mark the beginning of week 5 for us, believe it or not, which is crazy. The weeks are really going quickly for me now, which I guess is one benefit of having done it for quite a while. But I go up and down. I go really up and down, and there are times where I'm really sad, because watching Baby Blue not be able to go out is so hard. And knowing she's missing all her friends, and knowing that she gets it, but she doesn't get it. and she's had her freedom taken away. Everyone's had their freedom taken away, and it's hard. And I'm not going to pretend that I'm happy all the time, because I'm not. I mean, I have PTSD as well. So at the beginning, especially when we were ill, I was very tense and anxious. And after we were in isolation and we went out, I was incredibly anxious, to the point where I felt like I was almost looking over my shoulder to see if anyone was judging us for being outside or whatever. And you don't want to cough, do you? Like, if you're out and about and you need to cough, even if it's because you've got a fly in your throat, you don't cough. You sort of, a little one, because as soon as you cough, people are like, at you. And I don't mean that to sound like a joke in any way, shape or form, but it's the truth. The other thing I wanted to say was, if you do have symptoms, please stay in, obviously. But on the Friday the 13th of all days of March, baby Blue came home from school with a little tickly cough. Ordinarily, I wouldn't take her out of preschool because it was just a little tickly cough. But that afternoon, she took herself onto my chair with a blanket and fell asleep for 3 hours. I had to wake her up. Really out of character for her. Then when she woke up, she was roasting hot. Like roasting hot. Took her temperature. It was nearing 38. So I emailed her preschool, said we are in isolation as of yesterday, because it has to be as of the day the symptoms start. So she got a high temperature. She then, the next day, I had to shut all the curtains in the house because she couldn't handle the light. She had a raging headache, a sore throat, and she was just so out of character. She's such a happy, like, hyper little girl. When she's ill, you know she's ill. So lots of cowpole, lots of love. We got some ice lollies in, thanks to my friend Kerry. And yeah, I think that all that combination sort of really helped her. But then on the Monday, I felt like I'd been hit by a bus. It almost felt like somebody had got a clamp around my rib cage, and it was really sort of hard to just maneuver without my whole body aching. I then got the headache. I didn't like the light, just like her. I didn't have a sore throat, and I didn't get a cough until day 5. So when I got the cough and I was coughing so hard, I was like struggling to breathe, as she had been doing, I kind of thought, you know what, this is probably it. We've probably got the virus. You don't want to say I've got the virus because you don't want to seem overdramatic, but my temperatures were in the 38s. One day it went up to 40. I would get breathless just from walking from the living room to the kitchen, which are right next door to each other. There was one day I felt better. I didn't feel like I'd been hit by a bus anymore, and I did some yoga with baby Blue, and I had to go for a nap. I had to go and have a lie down, and I fell asleep because I was that exhausted. And I kind of went downhill after doing that exercise. I had just constant headaches, my whole body ached again, and I then lost my sense of smell, I lost my sense of taste, and I got an upset tummy as well. And I didn't really think much of the upset tummy until recently, where people have said it is actually a symptom of coronavirus. And the more people talk about new symptoms being noticed, I'm like, yeah, had that, yeah, had that, yeah, had that. So for me, I don't know 100% if I had it because I haven't had a test. But I had every symptom that they're talking about. I kept myself calm. I took paracetamol and I followed all the medical advice. So if you do have just a tickly cough, rest yourself, get yourself paracetamol and stay in, please. It's important. Anyway, tomorrow I'll keep an eye out for more positive news to bring that to you. But I just wanted to tell you our story because it is scary. Even the mild symptoms, we have mild symptoms. It gets 2 stages worse than that. Just save the NHS. Stay in, honestly, please. Thank you. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Take care of yourselves, follow the advice, and have a good day. Bye.